talked too much, didn't make it under 10. So anyway, we'll finish this up here. So now you've got your roof the shape the way you want to. We just have to create the rest of the building. The easiest way to do this is probably to go to vertex select mode and pick each of the vertices here on the front end of this, and you're going to do that with shift left mouse click. So you went into vertex mode, clicked on each of the 5 points, and you're going to hit F, and that creates a face on the front of this. You're going to do that to the other side, but let me show you one other thing here. See how we're selected on all these? If I keep hitting shift, we're going to create problems. We don't want all these other ones selected, so you can hit A to deselect. And I'm going to show you one other way to select several points at once. If you hit B, you go in this box select mode, and then left mouse click and drag, and you'll see then I selected all 5 of those at once. You got to be careful with that because sometimes you can pick up some points on the other side. And in the end, just different ways to skin a cat there. But F, create the face, and now then we just have to extrude down, and we'll have the rest of this done. I think you guys get the hang of this. So edge select here. Let's pick the bottom 4 edges. And then E to extrude. Hold it in the Z axis, hit Z. And you kind of see how that goes. Now in the end, you're probably going to want this roof to kind of stick out as well. So now you can go back, hit E, or sorry, pick the face select, pick each of the parts of the roof that you want to stick out a bit, and then we can go ahead and hit E to extrude a new set of points, escape to collapse them on itself, S to scale, and now you see you got your roof. Okay. All right, one to go. Tab to get out of the mode here. Now we're back in object mode, and now in the end on that one as well, I'd probably go and clean up this line. So I'd end up getting rid of that. You may not want to. It has to do with texturing later, so you actually may leave it because you can put some windows up here, you can put some door down there, and there may be some small benefit to actually leaving that. So anyway, G to grab, X, get that out of the way. So last one here, Alt Z. This one is the mansard. I don't know how to pronounce that, but it's basically going to be 2 different extrusions here, which will be good to see. So we'll start with a cube on this one. So make sure nothing's selected. You see, hit A, Shift A, give me a new cube. And I'm going to stay in this viewport for now just so I can remember what the heck this object looks like. But let's go ahead and go into the Edit Mode tab. Click the top face. So make sure you're in face select mode. Got the top face selected. And for this, we're going to go ahead and create our edge first. So I'm going to do E to extrude, escape to collapse on itself, S to scale, creating that edge. Alright, so now we got the edge to start, and then we're going to bring a part of the roof up and then narrow it a bit. So let's E to extrude a new set of points. I'm going to hit Alt Z so we go back into this viewport so shading so you can see it. So now I've got that brought up. I brought it up too high, so we can fix that though. Don't panic. If you hit A to deselect, you think, I'm done. I can't put it back how I want it. You can grab that top face and you can just grab it and move it again. So G to grab, Z. Now maybe that's all the higher I want it. Then we're going to go ahead and intrude this part. And we can do that with scale at this point. S to scale if we want it to look like that and have that edge come in that way. Let me Alt Z and see what they did. That's probably what they did. The other way you can do this is if you just I in and then bring this up, G to grab and Z, you create a little different effect, but I don't like that. Looks like what they are doing is in the end, let's S to scale this in so our outside edges tip in a bit. Alright, so now we're close. And then we're going to bring in another set. So we need another set of points. So E to extrude a new set of points. Escape to collapse on themselves. S to scale them in. And if you hit 0, we'll go all the way to the middle. So 0 and then hit enter. We're going to do something with that though. G to grab and Z to move them. Alright. And so that basically brings that up. Now the only thing with that is when we zeroed it, we actually made 4 points come to the middle here. And so if you go into vertex select um, and grab one of these, and G to grab, you'll see we kind of screwed things up a little bit. And so to make it cleaner, if you're ever going to scale in and do 0 the way I just did, is you want to come in here and merge these points. Now you can't see them, they sit on top of each other. And the way you can fix that though is A to deselect, now nothing's selected, B to that box select that I was talking about before, and you can select them. Now the edge will highlight if that vertex is appropriately selected. So only one vertex is still selected here. So see how it's orange? So you got to make sure that you click this limit selection to visible. Now you can see everything actually. And let's go to B to box select again and just pick over that. So see that? Now see how all these went orange? That means all 4 of these vertices in the middle are selected. And I can come over on the left here and there's something that says remove, delete, merge. We're going to choose merge and just choose add center. And now if I deselect this, hit A and come back and select it and G to grab it, now you can see it's moving the whole roof together. So in the end, it's cleaner because if you ever want to come back and move this part of the roof and you've deselected it, now I can select this middle part of the roof, G to grab, Z to move it, and it moves together. Okay, I know that's very minor, but in the end, when you're intruding something that way with the scale, there's still 4 points all coming together and they meet at the middle, and you want to merge it to be cleaner. So in the end, hopefully that's helpful. All right.